Don't change those plans. It's not like we're going to move real soon. Maybe sometime next year. But what we do want to do is to put that vision out there and have you all thinking about this, and have you give us your ideas and your suggestions and also your best wishes, your blessings to do this project. Because I just don't see, I mean, unless somebody comes along who has a spare $1 million or so, I don't see us being able to do a whole lot more than what we're doing right now. The economy is only going to get worse. And if we're depending on donations from people who are working, and the economy really goes south, which it probably will do by November, December of this year, then how are we going to continue to maintain on donations? We have to establish a business. And similarly, as far as buying land, if we're talking about buying a big piece of land that's going to cost $500,000 to $1 million, where are we going to get that kind of money? I just don't see that dropping out of the sky on us, you know? We have to come up with a viable plan. Yeah, we're depending on Krishna, but on the other hand, we have to, you know, show some initiative too. So our plan, a plan that's doable, that doesn't require anything more than the resources we've already got, is to do this business and establish something in India where the cost is 10%, 15% at most of even what it is here in Chile. So that's my idea. We've been talking about this here confidentially among ourselves for the last week or two. And now it's time to open this discussion up to other community members so that they can make their contributions and be involved as well. One of our policies is that we are transparent. That means as soon as we have something that we're sure about we're going to do, we don't like to talk about ideas that are just, you know, pie in the sky. We want to talk about something when it reaches the stage that we're like 90% sure we want to do it. Then we talk it over with the community. So we're pretty sure we want to do this. But if anybody can come up with a better idea, you know, we're open to hearing it. Is there some comments already?
Okay, yeah. There's several comments in general.
Okay.
David Lugan says, I see advertisements for Baba Ramdev's natural products all over the India Divine website. I wonder how well his business is doing. And then Devesh says, great idea. Now where in India? Any locations in mind?
Yeah, Tamil Nadu or Kerala. Probably Tamil Nadu because that's where most of the Siddha doctors are. And there's even a Siddha medicine college. See, we want to have something different. A lot of people are doing Ayurveda. Even a lot of devotees are doing it. And yeah, there's like this Baba Ramdas school and like that. Well, you know, we don't want to be lumped in with those people. We want to have a different, some different thing, you know, a unique offering. And what we're thinking of doing now is specializing in certain conditions. Because there's about, I don't know, 10,000 different medicines that these Siddha doctors compound out of different herbs, depending on the particular condition. So we're looking at three or four conditions: depression, high cholesterol, rheumatism, and what's the fourth one? Indira, what's the fourth one? I forget. Anyway, 3 or 4 conditions that are very common and widespread, and which also have relatively simple remedies. And the first one we wanted to do was depression, because depression is already very widespread and is growing. And we also have a seminar that Uddhava designed and tested in Mexico and was very successful for addressing the problem of depression. So what we want to do is have a video seminar on depression. And that would be free. It would be, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of videos. And then we would use that, put that on YouTube to promote the site and what we're doing, which is a successful, already a successful action used to promote our regular esoteric teaching site. And then the people who came from YouTube, they would get this video seminar free, and there'd also be some educational materials, written materials on the site that would be free. And then there would be paid extras, like optional, okay, if you really think you like what we're saying and it sounds good to you, then try this medicine. And we would make, some nice offer on the internet for medicine that would be much cheaper than an allopathic medicine used to treat the same condition. Then there would also be, because we already have the infrastructure for the online conferences, like we're using right now, we would also have an online conference, like a support group for people going through trying to treat themselves for depression. That means, again, the cause of any condition is a complex thing, and just taking the medicine isn't enough, especially to prevent a relapse. So there would be like a support group where people could log in once a week, and it would be an hour or a 2-hour conference like this, where they could get support to change their lifestyle so they don't get depressed again or get cholesterol again, change their diet. Of course, we would advocate vegetarian diet and so on like that for health. So that would be a business. It would be related to our esoteric teaching because it's directly or indirectly derived from Vedic knowledge. Dhanvantari is the incarnation of Krishna who delivered the science of medicine to humankind. So we would be following in those traditions, and we want to use that money then to maintain, not to establish our community or not to buy land, but simply to maintain. You see? If we establish something, or if we get a big piece of land, that would be something different. I mean, right now I could go on my income to India and buy 2 acres of land and put some cabins on it, and we could all go there and live, and we would be fine. But if we're talking about reaching out, doing these conferences, helping people all over the world, then we need some additional income, and that has to come from a business. I don't trust that the donations are going to continue at the present pace because of the economic collapse. I think that's going to become even more widespread, and it would be a hardship for people to continue giving us donations at the present rate. So I don't think we can count on that. And even though I have Social Security now, I don't think I can count on that, because the dollar is going to become devalued. The dollar is already going down, like relative to the Chilean peso. It's lost 40% in the last, since we got here in October. What's that, 8 months? Yeah. So the dollar is sliding. The value of the dollar is really going down fast. You don't see it when you're there in the U.S., but from outside you can see it. That relative to other currencies, the dollar is going down, and it's just going to continue. So even if I have my Social Security pension, it's not going to retain its value. And if the government goes bankrupt, well, then forget everything. So we want to have a business so that we can continue to maintain our ashram and the students who are dependent on our ashram. And again, that money would be better spent in a place like India, where everything is cheap, Why should we spend it in a place where everything is 10 times as expensive? You know, it's just, once you pay the airfare and you're there, everything is 10% of the price. So in the long run, it makes sense to think about going there. What was the other question?
There's more comments.
Oh, okay, go on.
Okay, the Vesh says, I like it. Everyone is like, yeah, I like it. The Vesh says, Siddha is very, very effective. I have personal experience.
Ah.
And Singh, I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Singh, yeah.
Robert?
Ronald.
Ronald, okay. Ronald Singh says, can this medicine be imported to the USA?
Yes, because it's simply herbs. There's no alcohol in it.